Hey guys. Hey y'all. Hi guys. Come on in. It's a surprise live tonight. I just feel like there's a lot going on in the headlines, and I just wanted to surprise y'all with a little surprise live. So come on in the room. Come on in. Say hey guys. Make sure to hit the like button as you come on in. Come on in, y'all. I don't bite. Come on in. Join the room, y'all. Come on. Come on in. Come on in. Hey, y'all. Happy Thursday. It's been quite a week. It's been a long week. Come on in. Say hey and make sure to keep hitting that like button as you come in. But hey, y'all. How's everybody doing? I have my tea with me in my teacup, in my mug, my But I Digress mug. Come on in. How's everyone doing? How are y'all doing? Can y'all hear me good? Can y'all hear me? Say hey when you come in. Am I not can I not see it? Oh, sorry. Just wanted to make sure I could see you guys. Hey, y'all. What's going on? How are y'all doing? I can't see the chat. Are you guys saying hey? Because I can't see you all. I can't see anyone saying hey. But how's everyone doing? I just wanted to talk about a few hot topics going on. These past few weeks, it's been a lot. I've been keeping an eye on the whole Jen Shah thing, the whole Jen Shah trial. That is just so crazy to me. I saw that her and her assistant Stewart they're both facing, like we said before, they're facing 30 years each. And then she's out on bail. The bail is set at $1 million. And I saw that she confessed to not owning any of those properties. This is crazy. I will definitely be keeping my good eye on the mess. But yeah, just a lot of craziness. I saw that Portia went on live tonight to clear her name about that Vulture article. Did you guys see her on live, on her IG live? I actually watched. I watched pretty much the whole thing. If you guys don't know what's going on with the drama on Atlanta, it is a hot mess. And pretty much Portia just said that none of that Vulture article is true regarding her trying to, I guess, sabotage Candy's efforts with Black Lives Matter. So I was just kind of like, wow. She's pretty much saying that Kenya is trying to make her look bad. So, y'all, who knows? And I even saw the trailer for Real Housewives of Atlanta, and it looks terrible. I'm not excited for that reunion. I'm really shocked. What do y'all think? I'm really in shock right now because I was really expecting it to be more exciting. And I'm like, that little clip that I saw, I was not impressed at all. But, child. Oh, you're in here. Oh my gosh. Hey, guys. Okay, so this is so crazy, y'all. So on my phone, I can see the live chat going on, but on here, I can't see I can't see y'all. Is that weird? Is there something going on? Oh my gosh, you guys received your mug. Okay, I'm so sorry, guys. You guys know I'm not unprofessional. This is just so weird, y'all, that I can't see you on my Mac, but I can see you guys all here. So if I'm looking down on my phone, please don't be upset. Should I do this again? If y'all know if there's any troubleshooting so I can see you guys on my Mac and not have to look down on my phone, let me know. Daenerys, I do know that she follows me on IG. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know if you've been following me for a while, but we have spoken on the phone twice, okay? She saw my Real Housewives of Salt Lake City trailer recap and she liked it because I was giving her props before the season even started. And she reached out to me directly and we FaceTimed twice. So I'm well aware that she follows me on IG and Twitter, but I let her know immediately that I have, I guess, a job to do and I have an obligation to my subscribers to always be truthful. You know, I can't allow the potential of being, you know, close with these reality stars to sway my reviews. You know what I'm saying? I let her know up front that I am not giving special treatment to anybody. All right. And I made that very clear that I can't do that. So I just let her know that if she showed her behind, I'm going to have to talk about it. I'm going to have to read her and roast her the way I would do anybody else. You know what I'm saying? Child. Okay. So Lantinette Booth, did I say your name right? Let me know. I didn't really I didn't really buy a lot of what she was saying on her IG live. It sort of felt to me like she's just doing this because she knows that it's a bad look. It's a bad PR look. You know what I'm saying? To try to, I guess, undermine someone else, especially when it comes to activism. So I definitely was kind of like, now, girl, you haven't spoken on it all this time. And now all of a sudden, right when the reunion comes, you want to clear your name. Yeah, the reunion is probably not going to be any good. We are going to talk about the Beverly Hills trailer in just a few minutes, okay? Believe you me. Hey y'all. Okay, you guys. Okay, you guys. Oh yes. Lantinette Booth. I do have my mugs. My mugs are my mugs are still available. I'm actually selling out of these like really fast, y'all. Y'all have really shown up and showed out for the doll. Like, I just want to say thank you for the love and the support. Like, I was not expecting that. Like, so many times, you know, people will say they'll support you, but you never know. You know what I'm saying? And I don't force people. I'm not, going to like, be like, oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm not that kind of person. So when y'all have really just shown me so much love with the mugs, and I am just eternally grateful. So thank you to anyone who has purchased one. I hope you like it. It's like we're sipping tea and coffee together. I actually have some ginger turmeric tea, and I am like so happy. It's been such a busy day. It's been such a busy week. So just relax and just be on here with you guys. It feels so good. And this tea is fresh out the kettle, so it's like burning hot. So excuse me with that baby sip. But y'all, oh my gosh, you guys are just amazing. I love hearing that. Oh, you guys are so yeah, listen, D Movie Man, I will say this again and again and again. I don't care, I guess, how, if I should ever hit like 1 million subscribers, if I should ever, be in the same rooms with a lot of these people, it's still just not going to sway me. Like, I still just have to keep it real. Like, it's just never going to be that deep for me where I need these people's, I guess, approval or whatever have you. Like, I'm not going to take a bribe. You guys don't have to worry about me being bribed by one of these folks to paint them in a different light. You know what I'm saying? I've heard from, as my channel is growing, you guys would be surprised about my videos have landed in quite a few influential people's, laps. They've seen my videos. They're watching. I sort of joke a lot of times about how Bravo is watching my videos. I'm not making it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, folks are watching. And because of that, You'll have folks who know somebody on these shows, and it's like, well, you kind of went a little bit too hard on them. And it's like, no, no, I didn't. Your friend was wrong. And I'm not going to change my stances on anything. I'm only going off of what I see. I have common sense. I'm always going to stand on the side of right, period. Okay. Not to sound like, oh, girl, trying to act like those Bravo checks were little, but I'm just not somebody who can be bought off. Y'all know I love my designer. I love a good material item, honey, but I don't love it that much where I'm going to sell my soul and my integrity because somebody's like, oh, I can give you a cute little check. No, it's cool. It's cool. I can get a check somewhere else. I don't need to depend on these folks for bribes. I'm just fine. You know what I'm saying? So y'all don't have to worry about me ever compromising my integrity just to be in these folks' good graces. It's not going to happen. We can take a sip to that. If anybody knows how I can get like the live chat up here on my Mac so that I don't have to go on my phone and look, like, let me know. This is just so crazy that I can't even like see y'all here. I have to look at y'all on my phone. So if I'm looking down, please don't be upset. I'm just trying to make sure I talk to y'all, okay? Oh, thank you so much. I loved your elegant drag of I can't even bring myself to say her name. That's how disgusted I am. But Britt MT10, let me tell you something right now. My foot will continually be on her neck, okay? And when I saw that whole thing on All True Teas page on IG, and I saw that she's around the fire at her house, trying to read these nursery rhymes and giving her former cast members these stupid nicknames. It's like, get a life. Like, I had so much secondhand embarrassment. Like, you're giving Unhinged. If you supposedly have so much money, if you have such a great life, if you're so unbothered, why are you still talking about this show? Why are we still talking about season 5? I don't ever want to discuss season 5 of Potomac ever again. That season was demonic. Y'all had to pray for me to continue reviewing the show. Like, I was at my wit's end. Like, y'all would see me in those recaps like, Brooke, I know you tired, but I'm gonna need you to push through because your commentary is on point. And while I was giving y'all everything I had, I mean, it was draining. Like, draining every single Sunday. It was like, oh Lord, I gotta talk about this stupid show again. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe, and I told you guys that on the recap for part 2 of the reunion, when she made that comment to Andy and said, these little checks, I told you all, I said, my exact words were, we shall see and time will tell about that sickening portfolio. I don't believe it. And that's all I'm going to say about that, because like, portfolios don't even accumulate that kind of money that fast. It's like, girl, save it. Like, folks who have real wealth aren't speaking like that anyway. You know what I'm saying? The cast of Bling Empire on Netflix, if you have not watched that show, please watch that show. They put every single housewife franchise to shame, okay? But the whole entire cast of Bling Empire, they are billionaires. One of the stars of the show, my favorite, Anna Shea, she is the daughter of a Russian billionaire, okay? She has a net worth. They said her and her brother have a net worth of, I think, $800 million each. That's what they both got $800 million each when their father died. Their father left them $1.6 billion. I was reading up on her on Google. Child, she has true money. Okay, when she got her checks from Netflix, she said that she hadn't even deposited the checks yet. That's how much money she had, where she said she wanted to give her checks to production as a thank you to production. That's real money. When you can get a check and be like, oh, I want to give this to somebody else because not only do I not need it, but this is literally like Starbucks money to her. You know what I'm saying? So it's like people like that can talk like that. You can call a $100,000 check little when you have billions. But when you have, a few million, $100,000, you're going to feel that if you no longer have it. Okay. Like, let's not. Let me get $100,000 check for filming a show for 3 months. I'm not calling that little by any means. All right. Fame is clearly a drug. She can't let it go. She can't let it go. And that's a very sad thing when you can't just bow out gracefully. Like you even have folks who are kind of on her side, like, wow, like, she really is desperate to still be relevant. And let's talk about another thing. If your husband's investment portfolio was just all that in a bag of chips, why are you so pressed to now be a YouTuber? Like if you really have it like you claim you do, you wouldn't be worried about all these side ventures, right? I know I'm not crazy. Oh, he has the sickening portfolio. I'm screaming. Oh, thank you so much, Shonda. I'm so glad you love your mug. Oh, thank you. I put thank you cards in every single cup. You guys know I'm always going to try to make it classy, okay? I just love y'all so much. I'm so appreciative. So again, thank you a million times. Thank you to everybody who has bought a mug. Y'all are just so sweet. Thank you. You were kind of on her side. I would snap at Candace too, but I would just apologize and moved on with my life. Oh, you were on her side, Junie? Really? Oh my goodness. Well, child, don't look at my last season recaps of Potomac then, because you will not like me, okay? Because I was on her behind like white on rice, okay? Because she showed her entire behind. The desperation, Liberia Rose, the desperation jumped out, okay? Y'all, if you are just coming into the chat, please know that I'm only looking at my phone because for some reason on my Mac, it's not showing up the live chat. So I can only see the live chat on my phone. Isn't that weird? Like, I don't know why that's happening. So don't think that I'm like, oh my gosh, like, why is she on her phone? Like, she should be talking to us. Like, no, I'm talking to you guys. I'm looking at my phone because that's the only way I can, I guess, talk to you guys. My Mac, I don't know what's going on. No, it's YouTube. It's not my Mac, honey. This is a brand new MacBook, okay, child? Ain't nothing wrong with it. It's YouTube acting crazy, won't show me the live chat, but I digress. Listen, Bling Empire could swallow the entire Real franchise, chew it up and spit it out. Say that those folks have billions, like billions. Those are the people who can say that a $100,000 check is literally nothing. That's a little check to them. One of the main characters on that show, if you have not watched it, please watch it. I mean, that is just class. And the drama wasn't even stupid drama. It was actually like really good. Like these people are actually friends with each other. You know what I'm saying? But one of the women is married to, like her husband is he's like an emperor. Like, no, his family is like the 24th generation of one of those dynasties. Okay, so they have money. And for the first episode, she got Rodeo Drive shut down so that she could host an event. Okay, how do you shut down Rodeo Drive for 5 hours? And this wasn't you just shut down one store or you just shut down one side of Rodeo Drive. She shut down the entire Rodeo Drive, okay? I used to live in LA, honey. Okay, so that is a feat to shut down the entire Rodeo Drive for a party. These housewives could never. They could never. Maybe Lisa Vanderpump, but other than that, these girls are not touching the bling empire, folks, when it comes to money. So all of this, these delusions of grandeur and this posturing like they have it like that, when it's like, sis, you had to rob Peter to pay Paul. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sitting up there, don't know how you're going to pay your American Express this month. Like, let's not. Yes, Bling Empire, Danny Pollard is coming back for season 2. Yes, Adrienne Maloof is rich. She could hang with the Bling Empire folks, but the rest of these girls, fakes, frauds, they couldn't stand. They could never. They could never. Oh, Junie, thank you so much. You're so sweet. You said, "Oh, I enjoyed them." It's not like she's my sister. Thank you, Junie, for having good sense, because some of the folks who are on old girl's side, when I tell you they cannot see any reasoning, I mean, the fact that she lied, it's like her stand base just doesn't want to hear that she's a bold-faced liar. But I really appreciate you, Junie. Thank you. Oh, Mr. Hampton 913. And was the portfolio impacted by the pandemic? The stock market tanked for a while when we were in lockdown. It sure did. It sure did. I'm sure that portfolio dipped a little bit. They probably took all the money out of it, to be very honest with you. I don't believe that there's any portfolio. And do you guys notice how every time these folks, right before there's some sort of scandal, these folks always love to brag and pretend like they really have it like that. Like, I think about how Erica Girardi from Beverly Hills, we're going to talk about Beverly Hills in 30 seconds, but I'm going to tie this up. But I think about how she was bragging about how she spends $40,000 a week on her maintenance, clothes, makeup, hair. And we see how her and her husband are both thieves, stealing from plane victims. So it's like every time people like to get up here and posture like they have it so great, they don't. Look at how Sheree Whitfield came on to season 1 of Atlanta. I mean, when she got on the show, I was giving her a side eye, like, people with money are not talking like this. I mean, she said, "I'm the wealthy elite of Atlanta." And it was like, okay, why do you have a staff of 16 people? Like, what do you do to have a staff of 16 people? I understand a housekeeper. I can understand a chef. I understand a personal assistant. But it's like you have a creative director. You have a shoe guy. You can go to Neiman Marcus and have a personal shoe person there. Like, you don't need to have, like, it just didn't make any sense. And we saw by season 2, she was out of that house, foreclosed on, evicted. Okay. Car was repossessed. So it was like, you could tell off rip that she was posturing. Just be careful of anybody who has to make it known that they're so rich. There's always some mess afoot, because when you have it like that, people can tell. You don't have to say anything. I promise you that. When people have to let you know, go out of their way to let you know that they are rich, they're usually not. Or if they are, it's because they did it illegally or something. But just be careful about someone always letting you know that they're rich. I'm just saying, because it's always some mess. And we see that with Jen Shah, Erica Girardi, Teresa Giudice when she came on Jersey. But let's get into Beverly Hills. Did y'all see that trailer? What are we thinking? I see that Sutton is now a full-time housewife. She's in the trailer holding a diamond. Like, what do y'all think? What do y'all think? Oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Lency Collier, for the super chat. You were so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Here's to trying to get enough to shut down Rodeo. I know that's right. Cheers to that. Thank you so much for that super chat. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I am blessed. Y'all are so sweet. Y'all, please forgive me. I'm only looking at my phone so I can talk to y'all on the live chat because for some reason on my Mac, it's not showing up. So don't think that I'm on my phone not paying attention to y'all. I am, because I would have missed the super chat had I not looked at my phone. Hi, Nick F. I've been told y'all, Too Feisty 2007. Listen, they've been hiding something for sure. Exactly. People who have old money don't discuss what they have. It's considered rude. It is rude. That's rude. Like, who goes around just saying like stuff? Like, when people have to do that, it's because either they're not used to it at all, they have something to prove, or they don't really have it like that. Because I promise you, when you have it like that, you don't need to do all that posturing. You don't. Wealthy people move in silence. That is rule. Listen, money talks, wealth whispers. Okay, I'm going to say that one more time. Money talks, wealth whispers. Okay, and half of these folks on Housewives don't even have money, but you know, that's a whole nother story for a whole nother day. But wealth is always silent. It's understated. You don't have to say it because everybody knows it. You know what I'm saying? I had to stop. Oh, listen, she was really making it her mission to get a lot of the big time YouTubers to be on her side. You know? I am ready for Kathy Hilton. Let me tell you something. When she said in that trailer, "Oh, this house is 56 million," I said, let me take a sip. I said, stop playing with me. I said, stop playing. I said, she's up here buying a $56 million home and renovating it. I said, the girls could never. Like, Kathy Hilton could be on Bling Empire because the Hilton family, that's money on top of money on top of money. Like, stop playing. Kathy's about to shut it all the way down. I said, Kathy is about to shut it down. I'm ready for Kathy. And I really wish that Kathy would really air it out about her and Kyle, because y'all know how, let me put allegedly, because y'all know how these folks get, but allegedly the whole reason why they've had problems over the years is because Mauricio was asking Rick if Rick could get him a job. And Rick and Kathy did Kyle and Mauricio a favor, and they let Mauricio work for Rick Hilton. And so allegedly he was stealing Rick's clients for himself and to build the agency. So there was some, rift there, because it's like, well, I'm sitting up here helping you out as my sister and brother-in-law, and y'all gonna sit up here and try to backstab us? Like, I don't think so. No, ma'am. A mess. Listen to me, y'all. Kyle is going to be on her best behavior with Miss Kathy there. She sure is. But let me tell you something. The way I need Garcelle to step it all the way up this season, y'all know I have been saying this for the past 5 lives every time we start speaking about Beverly Hills. I need Garcelle to let these girls have it. I don't like how she allowed them to gang up on her at that reunion. The way I need her to buy some clothes when they go out on those shopping excursions. The way I'm still upset about how when they went to Dolce & Gabbana in Italy last season and they all bought stuff and Garcelle didn't buy anything. I'm like, Garcelle, I need for the token Black woman on Beverly Hills to buy, okay? We're not doing all that, because trust and believe, had I been in Garcelle's position, if I should ever be a token Black girl on one of these all-white Housewives franchises, when we go to Neiman Marcus, when we go to Fendi, when we go to Gucci, I'm buying something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got to represent for the girls, okay? So let me tell you something. If I ever get on one of these shows, it doesn't matter what my bank account is saying. The doll is buying something. I'm buying a cute $800 shoe and a cute little $550 sunglasses, okay? You're not going to say the doll was broke. You're not going to say the only Black girl on this franchise is broke. No, ma'am. And I'm going to need Garcelle, when they go out shopping, I'm going to need her to buy some stuff. Because Kyle was buying $8,000 this was buying a $7,500 purse. I'm like, Garcelle, I need you to step it all the way up. Listen, y'all think I'm silly, but I'm bringing it, okay? I got to represent for the Black girls, okay? I got to represent. And I need Garcelle to represent and buy some stuff when they're all out shopping. I thought Mauricio worked for the Hiltons for a long time. It was when he started the agency and took a lot of his clients was when the issue started. Plus, I think Kathy likes Kim more. Crystal Chin, there definitely is some favoritism amongst the sisters. Kyle views Kathy as like, she puts her on a pedestal and she really craves Kathy's validation. And remember that Kathy is named after their mother because their mother was Big Kathy. That's what they called her. And do y'all know the real tea about their mom? Their mom was crazier than a soup sandwich, okay? Like, go on like Reddit or one of those sites and you'll find the real tea about their mother. Like, their mother was, child, there's some skeletons there, but Kyle definitely wants the attention and Kathy's acceptance. But yes, he was working for Rick for a good amount of time, and he allegedly stole a lot of Rick's clients, and they did not take too kindly to that. Yes. Arlene Charles, their mom was off the chain. Yes, she was. Listen. I need Garcelle to I need her to show up and show out. You guys know who I really wanted to be on Beverly Hills. They had actually asked her, Lionel Richie's ex-wife, the first one, the black ex-wife. I wanted her to be a cast member. And I know that Andy had asked her to be on the show, but she turned it down because Lionel Richie said, I don't want you on the show exposing all of our secrets. And he paid her even like more. I guess he paid her more alimony or whatever, child. And so that's why she's like, okay, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut. I'm not gonna be on the show. But she would be a fabulous addition because I know the stories that she has are crazy. I know her money is real long because Lionel's money is stupid long, okay? And he's dating that 30-year-old. I'm like, ooh, girl, we the same age, honey. I need to see what Lionel's up to. I'll be the next girlfriend if they break up. Honey, y'all see me with some 70-year-old man, just mind your business. Just mind your business, okay? I'll be doing giveaways so that y'all just mind your business. Listen. Yes, Brenda Ritchie. Yes. Listen, Bianca Ben, she could have bought something. I agree. Thank you. Listen, Mosaic, yes, you have to buy your mug. But child, yes, the mom hired a gigolo to teach little Kathy how to please men. She sure did, but how she got, because she was married multiple times, but how she got one of her husbands was like crazy because, well, there was a story that I read that the mom was best friends with this lady, and the lady's husband was really rich and handsome or whatever. And child, she decided that she wanted her best friend's husband. And she got him. And I said, wow. Mm-hmm. That mom was their mother was like, she had her eyes on the prize, but she had her eyes to the prize on to the extreme. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one thing to, oh, I got some hair in my eyes. Sorry, y'all. It's one thing to want your daughters to marry well, and it's another thing for you to just have them be like bloodhounds. You know what I'm saying? Child. Brooke trying to get her coins up. Arlene Charles, you are so funny. Listen. Hey, Kim. Hey, y'all. Yeah, yes, I heard the story of how the first wife beat up the second wife. Mm-hmm. Child. Listen, y'all, Shonda, listen. When I tell you she could have bought a key pouch or a card holder, or listen. You know when you guys go to like, okay, I still have like hair in my eyes. Sorry. You guys know when you go to like YSL or Louis Vuitton, Gucci, whatever designer store. You know that you know that there are always those items in the like 450 and under pile that any, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, Garcelle, you couldn't have gotten a card holder for 350. Like, come on, like, you know, like get a cute sunglasses for like 450, 500 and get a scarf for 600. Like, do something, you know what I'm saying? But I said to be at Dolce & Gabbana and not buy anything, everybody else is buying stuff. I'm sorry. And then they went to think Fendi next. Like, you just, and listen, I've been to Italy, okay? I went to Rome, Florence, Venice. And their Gucci and Dior and Chanel, they are 10 years ahead of us. Like, they have bags that we haven't even seen yet. Okay, this is stunning. And I'm like, there is no way, Garcelle, that you were there in Italy and everybody else bought and you didn't buy a thing. I'm sorry. And she's always working 50, 11 jobs. So it's like, sis, really? Like, I need her to step it up. I need her to step it up because she can't be having us out here looking like this. Mm-mm. You know? She could, we are here. We are here. She could have bought a perfume. Exactly. Yes. Binky Rocka 851. She was a savage. I would have gotten a sprained ankle and went back to my hotel. Arlene Charles, I am screaming. Listen, she was not representing at all, and I was very annoyed by it. I said, come on, we need a Black woman who's going to spend. But the Beverly Hills trailer looks very good. They are about to be on Erica Jane's behind. I'm here for it. I never really liked Erica. I always saw her personality. It was rude. Like, I just never saw it for her. Like, yes, she gives a cute look, but I always thought that her attitude was just nasty. I could never get into Erica. I thought she should have been off the show like seasons ago, to be honest with you. And I don't like how Bravo has allowed Beverly Hills to skirt by and not address their financial issues. The fact that they're only talking about Erica Jane's money issues because it's on the headlines, like that, it shouldn't have taken all that because there were rumblings about their money a few seasons ago. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the fact that they're all going to be harping on it, but it's like, well, Kyle, like you and Mauricio were being sued for like $125 million because Mauricio had allegedly done some shady deal. And it's like, it's just not cool how Andy lets them not address their money problems, but he puts everybody else to the fire when they have money issues on the other franchises. Like, that's not cool. It's not cool. Lisa Rinna, I already know she's about to wear me thin. I just, the way she turned on her best friend, Denise Richards, of 25 years, I was too through. Like, I was just done. Like, I used to like Rinna a lot, but I can't stand her. I know I say this every live, but she better hope that what those allegations are that are on Reddit and all those little chat forums, she better hope that never comes to the light on that show. She really better hope. because her day is coming and her card is going to be pulled. Like just how she did Denise Richards, I was too through. I was too through. I'm just glad Teddy is gone. She was boring. Oh, she was very boring. Very. Erica was an enigma wrapped in a riddle and somebody else's cash. No, she was wrapped in her victim's cat, like her husband's victim's cash. Those plane victims that they all stole money from, she was wrapped in their cash. Erica is very nasty. She's very nasty, very, very rude, very arrogant. And I just feel like when you start touching like serious money, it's best to just keep your mouth shut. Like, stop trying to brag. People know that you have money. People know when you have it like that. You don't have to say anything. Like I was saying earlier, for her to open her mouth and say that she spends 40,000 a week on her maintenance, that's cool. But when you say things like that out loud, you bring up people being jealous. You stir up people's curiosity of, wait, how much is this man really making for her to spend 40,000 a week? You know what I'm saying? Like, some things are better left unsaid. And I feel like that one comment that she made really spurred people into action and to really investigate how Tom has made his millions of dollars. Like, I just feel like when it comes to trying to showboat, it's a difference between flexing and it's a difference between being like you're just disgustingly like braggadocious. There was no reason for her to ever say that she was spending 40,000 a week on her maintenance. Like, that was just really silly. And that's why she's in all this mess now. Kyle is very annoying. She's annoying and too codependent. Lisa Rinna is a fake friend. She would tear anyone down for a storyline. Lantonette Booth, she sure would. I definitely think that there is, how do I say this? I think that her and Hamlin's money is a little bit funny. That's all I'm going to say about that. Because the way she acts on this show, she acts like if she doesn't throw people under the bus, then they're going to starve. And all those jokes about how she has 11 jobs, I'm like, there's something just not right. Like, there's just something off about her. Yes, I was done with Lisa Rinna, how she did Denise. That's right, Tina. I was too through. Harold Brown, I definitely want to get into Beverly Hills before season 11 starts. Would season 10 be a good place to start? I would say go back to the beginning. I would say go watch seasons 1 through 3 and then skip to like 6, 7, 8 and then rewatch the last season. But definitely watch seasons 1 through 3 so that you can get a better lay of the land and you can really get like how people have changed over the seasons. But definitely, if you do nothing else, definitely watch season 1. And then if you want to skip over to season 10, then do so. But I would say do seasons 1 through 3 first, and then do like 6 through 8, and then go to season 10. Seasons 4 and 5 were weird to me. I didn't really like them, but seasons 1 through 3 of Beverly Hills were gold. So definitely watch those first 3 if you do nothing else. They blast the Atlanta women on their funds. They should get the same treatment. Yes. I feel like Andy is trying to protect their image of a Beverly Hills lady, but it's like there are people in Beverly Hills who are broke. Show them. Period. They should not be exempt. Who's cutting up tonight? Does Garcelle use Drew's wig maker? Oh my gosh, Arlene, you are too funny. We're going to talk about Drew because Drew has really shown her entire behind this season. I was really trying to root for her. And side note, people are saying that her and Ralph concocted that whole Tampa story for a storyline, that it's all fake. Do y'all believe that? Have y'all heard that? Let me know. Ciao. Okay. RNM 40K a month. No, okay, so she said 40,000 a month, not a week. Okay. But still, she shouldn't have said that because when you say things like that, there are people who get jealous. You have people who feel like, why is she saying it? That's in such poor taste to say. And she should have kept that to herself because 40,000 a month on maintenance, that's a lot. That's a lot. But I'm not it is just a mess. She really should have taken that to the grave. She shouldn't have said anything because I feel like when she said that, that's when people said, how much does Tom really make? Like, how is he able to support her spending 40,000 a month on just maintenance? And that's not even, I guess, going into her clothes. Do you know what I'm saying? So just a mess. Beverly Hills is the main franchise that started centering entire seasons around one person or situation, like Puppygate and Denise Richards. They did that to take the heat off of them. Google, if y'all Google Lisa Rinna and the crazy stuff surrounding that husband of hers, you'll see why she acts the way she does. She better hope that never comes out. She better hope it's not true. Okay, but she is doing the most because she does not want those rumors to ever hit the airwaves. And I'm not going to say what it is. Y'all can Google. But at the end of the day, these women do this stuff because they are in some deep mess of their own and they want to deflect. Dorit's husband allegedly has those severe money problems. He allegedly owes the Bellagio and the Wynn hotels in Vegas. He allegedly owes them 700,000 plus with gambling debts. So she doesn't want to talk about that. We all know how Dorit is very money hungry and she likes to put on airs and pretend like she's so rich. So of course she doesn't want anybody poking into her finances because we know that her money is funny. So again, these women think that they're so slick and they're not. Puppygate was a clear sign that they were all trying to deflect from what's going on in their own households. Yeah, the way that they treated LVP on her last season was cruel. That was very cruel. And you see why she pays them dust. She said that she will never be friends or talk to any of them. I remember, I think it was at that reunion that she didn't go to because she had quit the show. I remember, I think one of them said that they had bumped into her at Neiman Marcus and she wouldn't even speak to them. Like that, she does not play that. Like she's not sitting up here trying to, play kumbaya with any of them. She is paying them all dust. And I love it. Atlanta needs a new cast. Oh, for sure. Yes, Kyle's husband. There are so many cheating rumors around him. I remember last summer there was a blind item going around that he has a few girlfriends on the side. And she's terrified about the women finding out or making that their storylines for this upcoming season. And I said, yep, So no wonder they're going to be going really hard on Erica and her mess because they want to take all the attention off of them. Listen, I think that Candy, Cynthia, and Kenya, they should, it's time. It's time. We need some new blood. I think that Portia should go with them too, to be honest with you. I just feel like their storylines are up. Like it's enough already. Like it's the same old, same old. I also want them to get a new production cast as well, because this production team for this season of Atlanta has been absolutely horrendous. The way they have been shopping and screwing things up to favor Portia this season is craziness to me. Like they're really going out of their way to give a lot of people on the cast bad edits. And I really hope that things are addressed at this reunion, because it's like a lot of things that we have not seen because they've chopped it all off. Like it hasn't been a cohesive season at all. It's a lot of behind the scenes mess that's going on, but we don't know the full story, which is annoying. Atlanta just needs a complete revamp. Like, I'm tired, I'm bored. We're all bored. We all want something new and fresh and exciting. And Drew can go too, because she brought absolutely nothing. The whole season could have been wrapped if Portia said she's single, wanted Bolo, and needed him. Yes. Oh, child line gonna be full. Our song, I am screaming. Y'all have me like, yes, Dorit's house is in her name, not PK's. Make it make sense. And why did they have to move out of Beverly Hills and go to Encino? And I'm not saying that Encino isn't nice, but it's not Beverly Hills. So just that alone, it just feels like there's just a lot of shadiness. There's a lot of mess surrounding Dorit's finances. Nick F, you just looked up you looked up those rumors. Yeah, and you see why I'm not repeating it on here. Okay, I'm not getting this live or my channel. I'm not getting anything shut down. I'm not. Yeah, those rumors are crazy, aren't they? Uh-huh. I wasn't lying. Got to sip some tea for that one. Married to Medicine is very boring this season. Oh my gosh. Portia lies and she really doesn't have to. She does lie. She doesn't have to lie. Listen, I would have just owned it. I'd have been like, "Oh my gosh, yes. I effed Bolo and I loved it." And like I would be like, "We went at it 3-4 times." He was not in the room in the house till 7 a.m. playing checkers. They were having sex. And there's nothing wrong with that. I would have had a good old time. Like, y'all, you could never shame me about something that I enjoy doing. And I'm not hurting anybody. I'm single. Like, I just don't understand why she can't own it either. It's very aggravating. Arlene Charles, yes, I saw Portia's IG live tonight. Listen, Lindsay Collier, but it ain't Beverly Hills. You're absolutely correct. Encino is not Beverly Hills. It's cute. She's a cute girl, but Beverly Hills is Beverly Hills. Like Beverly Hills is that girl. She's that girl. The other girls aren't seeing her. I did, Miss B. I did see Portia's live. I sure did watch it. Yes, Mosaic. I only think Kenya reacted the way she did because Portia threatened to sue. Yes, she said that on Kenya's Speak on It, that was the only reason why she even brought up the whole thing. Yeah, Strippergate was dragged on. It was dragged way too long. I don't need Henny and twerking. Oh no, Harold Brown, ATL cannot go another season with this current cast. Oh, we need an overhaul like yesterday, okay? Yesterday. Wait, whose house has 10 loans? You said Dorit's house has 10 loans? I'm sure. I'm sure that they had to borrow from everybody to get in that house in Encino. I'm sure of it. I'm sure they're probably putting the mortgage on American Express. They're putting the light bill on Visa. They're putting the utilities and the car note on the MasterCard. Like they are probably worn thin. Like those accounts are stretched. So I know that they are truly feeling the effects of all of their financial problems going around. Dorit does not fool me at all. She wants to compete. When it comes to the other ladies with their money, she likes to compete with people. And she also gives me social climber. And she also wants to obviously keep up with the Joneses, knowing good and well she don't have it like that, but she wants to give off the facade like she does. A mess. Salt Lake City is going to continue without Jen. Oh, I mean, season 2 of SLC, the ratings are going to be through the roof. Like, I just want y'all to know that the ratings for next season are going to be off the charts. She got arrested in the middle of the season. They're on their way to the cast trip in Vail, Colorado, and she gets a call. And it's Sharif on the other end saying, "Hey, babe, like, you know, the cops are here about to bust down these doors. You better bring your behind home." And she's lying to the lady saying that Sharif is in the hospital and she has to go, knowing good and well it's 12 about to arrest her. So this is going to be TV for the ages, okay? Like I just want everybody to get on board because SLC is about to be the scene stealer when they come back on for season 2. It's going to be a mess. And if they are I heard that that production was filming her when she went to court. So we're going to be seeing everything. If the judge gives her 30 years in jail, and Bravo is going to be right there to capture it. Okay. So we're going to be seeing this in real time on the show. So SLC, if you didn't watch season 1, I recommend you watch it. It's on demand. Go watch season 1 and then watch my recaps too, because I did the damn thing. not to toot my own horn. I'm joking, but at the very least, just watch season 1 of SLC because season 2 is going to be everything. Listen, she got snatched out the bus. She sure did. Listen, yes, they said the cameras captured. They captured her leaving, getting off the bus, and I'm hearing from sources that they caught the arrest. Now, I don't know if they're going to be able to show it, but I think that they will. But again, it's about to be a hot, good old raggedy mess. Hey, Jackie F. Yes, child. I said, let me just come on here and do a little surprise live. You guys know I like to spice it up for you all. Listen. Oh, Miss G. Yes, Dorit is the definition of a wannabe. Like, there's nothing authentic about her. That fake accent when she's from Connecticut, like, it's embarrassing. There's nothing authentic or genuine about her at all. Child. Why do you think Kathy Hilton joined the show? Jelly Bean, I think that she joined the show. I think that she wants a little bit of fame. I think that she's around. She has 2 famous daughters. She's in the life. I think she just wants to show off a little bit. I think that she just wants to let everybody know, like, yeah, I'm here. I'm a snatch it up as the richest on this cast. I think she just wants to shake it up a little bit and just, she wants to flex. Like, okay, you girlies forgot about me, but I'm one of the originals. Okay, so she just wants to let everybody know that Kathy Hilton is here, and she's about to be purchasing a $56 million house. I said, I'm here for it. So I'm here for Miss Kathy. I'm here for her. I'm here for her. Dorit, yeah, she's a social climber. Child. Kathy probably joined to try to rehab her image. Oh, after Paris Hilton's documentary. Oh, I forgot about that because Paris was saying that she was abused. Like she went to some boarding school. No, she went to some like disciplinarian school in Utah or something, right? Yeah. Okay. So was she saying anything bad about Kathy? I was going to watch Paris Hilton's documentary. I might watch that now. Can you have a cigarette right now while talking with us? No, I don't smoke. I'm screaming. Yes, Bling Empire is everything. Everything, okay? Listen. Listen, just know that season 2 of SLC is going to be absolutely amazing. Hey, Campire Daily, how are you? I'm so happy you're in the room. Yes, faith, love, exactly. Dorit did not care about being labeled a fashion girl until Erica was labeled a fashion girl. Exactly. Like right then and there, that showed me that there's something off, that she likes to compete. Because remember how when Erica started going with her glam squad, then all of a sudden the next season, Dorit has a glam squad that she's bringing with her on the cast trips. Like, girl, come up with your own ideas. Like, it's really weird to me. But Dorit, I've never been able to connect with Dorit at all. I just always thought that she was very off-putting. Child, let me see. Where can we watch the Paris doc? I think it's on YouTube, the Paris documentary, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, Kathy does seem to be a little bit cold, but I think that she wants to come on this show though to flex a little bit. I think that's like the main reason why. I think that she wants a little bit of fame herself, to be honest with you. Doris sounds like she loves to play monkey see, monkey do. Yes, yes, she does. She does. She is one of those people. The Circle on Netflix is good. I I didn't watch The Circle when it came out. I was watching Love is Blind. I've heard The Circle is really good though. I might check it out. Oh yeah, Jackie F. I did watch Portia's live. I, I'm not trying to be funny, but I just wasn't buying what Portia was trying to sell us in that live. It just gave me like I'm doing this to clear my name and clear my image because the speak on it with Kenya happened a month ago, and it's like, why didn't you clear your name then? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Oh, y'all seen the video of Brandy Redmond's husband cheating on her? I did. I did see the video. He's like kissing another woman on the bar. And the tea with her husband is that the son that they adopted is actually his child from his alleged mistress. And Brandy wanted to adopt the boy and raise him like that's, and I'm like, oh my, that whole thing is wild. And you guys know that Brandy is quitting Dallas after this season too. Yeah, yeah, that's the tea with Brandy Redmond and her stuff. That is the tea with Brandy Redmond and her husband. Like her husband has been like cheating for a long time. And I know that I think she's pregnant now, and isn't there some talk about her wanting to adopt another kid because the woman is pregnant again, and I think that she wants to adopt that kid too. But supposedly that is actually his mistress girlfriend, and he's just not going to stop seeing the other lady. And Brandy, I guess, does not want to get a divorce, so she's going to adopt the kids. A mess. This is all a mess. Like you can't make this up. You cannot make this up. Yeah, that is some tea. Like that is some tea, okay? Ciao. It's just yeah, like Dallas has some hidden tea with them as well. And I feel like that's the true reason why Brandy is quitting the show, not because she's upset about the backlash of when she was making that really offensive video about Asian people. I don't believe that she's that torn up about it. I believe the real reason why she wants off of the show is because of this news with her husband is getting out. And the fact that he's now been caught at a bar, this video of him kissing another woman who's the alleged mistress, she doesn't want to talk about it or answer it. So it's some real mess. And she's the one who actually revealed before SLC started that Jen was renting the chalet. So yeah, Brandy is in some a mess, okay? So Brandy is dumber than I thought. Kendra, yeah, to say the least. To say the least. There was a blind item about that husband about that. Yeah. It's crazy. Like you can't make this stuff up. Tyra Smith, that is some tea for real. Listen. Yeah, she talked about adopting the baby's blood sibling. It makes sense now. She's trying to keep the secret in the closet. The secret of him cheating is already out. Yes. Yes, it's very scandalous in Dallas. Honestly, I think Dallas has been a snooze this season. I think that Andy should pay Brandy a boatload of money for her to come back for season 6. And this would be a really, I mean, this would be a really good storyline. I mean, can you imagine? Can you imagine, like, you are telling the world that you are raising your husband's love child with his mistress? Like imagine what kind of storyline that would be like for season 6. I mean, come on, like you've won. Like if Andy offers her like $1 million, I think that she should do it because I don't think that Brandy and them have that much money. Like, right? I'm right. I'm not off in my assessments. Like, I don't like the rest of the ladies live in Highland Park. And if you are in Dallas, if you live in Dallas or from Dallas, let me know. Like, let me know in the chat right now. But I know that Highland Park is the 90210 of Dallas. It is the creme de la creme. It's everything. She's that girl. And she does not live in Highland Park. The rest of them do. Like Stephanie lives in Highland Park. Cameron lives in Highland Park. Deandra, I think, does Carrie live in Highland Park? But I know that Tiffany lives in Highland Park. They all are coined up. And she is not that coined up. So I'm like, if Andy offers you $1 million, sis, to come back for season 6, take it. Get paid for your troubles. Okay? Yes, Brandy raising the mistress's child while the husband is still seeing her. Now that's ratchet. Hey, the Mocha Mom of 3, how are you? Listen. Hey, Trinity. I would love to be in Dallas society. Oh, yeah. Oh, you live in Dallas? She lives in Plano? Okay. Plano's a little bit far, right? Like, isn't it kind of on the outskirts, if I'm not mistaken? No, yes? Let me know. Okay, can I tell you guys something? When I tell you, if I should ever like move to like another city, I've lived in Chicago, I've lived in LA, but if I should ever like move again, I would do Dallas. Dallas is like so pretty to me. I would love to live in Dallas. And if I lived in Dallas, I would live in Highland Park. Like if I'm gonna live somewhere, I'm gonna live in the best area. So I would definitely live in Highland Park. Okay. Get a cute little 2-bedroom apartment or whatever, honey, and I'll be right there. Oh, child. So if you in Dallas, we can go out to eat, honey. Go out for a drink. Hey, sis. Hey, Contrary Canary. Honey, listen, everybody, please say hey to Contrary Canary, honey. Contrary is my girl, honey, okay? Honey, my girl is in the building, okay? Plano is outside Dallas for sure. Listen, it's some old school soap opera mess for real, okay? Hey, how are you? Manaya Amore, did I say your name right? Let me know if I said your name right. If I said it wrong, I'm so sorry. But hey, I'm so happy you're here. Yes, Plano is a suburb north of Dallas. It's far from the Highland Park neighborhood. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Vonda Shakol, for letting me know. Yes, Woody, Highland Park is where it is. Listen, I'll be right there. Oh, you're from Chicago, Binky Rocka. Yes. LA is everything. I love Los Angeles. I lived in West Hollywood. Jelly Bean. Dallas is so fun. I did a travel nurse assignment in Texas. Yeah, no, Dallas looks like a really cool, a really, really fun city. And I would want to live in okay, did you guys watch season 1 of Dallas? You remember how before Stephanie lived in Highland Park, she lived on the Four Seasons golf course. I want to live there too. Oh my goodness. Dallas is hitting for sure. Yes, Contrary is the best. She's always coming with good commentary. Oh, yes, always. Oh, she always knocks it out the park. I'm from Fort Worth, Texas, and ready to move to Dallas. Fort Worth? I thought, isn't it like Dallas, Fort Worth? Isn't Fort Worth? It's not close? Like, how far is Fort Worth? Let me know. Let me know. But yes, child, it's really a mess what's going on with Miss Brandy. and that cheating husband of hers. And you know what's so crazy? Not that this means anything, but Brandy's husband is not cute. Like, he's so unattractive. Like, you got the nerve to be cheating on somebody. Like, I mean, he looks a mess. Like, he's really sitting up here cheating on her. Like, and they've been together since middle school, right? Like, he's the only person she's ever been with, right? Something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I'm like, girl, you need child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Child. DFW Metroplex. Okay. Child. Oh, okay. It's 30 minutes from Dallas. We're one Metroplex. Okay. Okay. So Liberia Rose and Woody. Thank you. Okay. Metroplex. Got you. Thank you. Oh, because I always thought that it was like, okay, got it. Thank you. They've been together since 8th grade. I don't think so. And she's like 40. I don't think. Mm-mm. My tea is all cold. Absolutely not. Are you serious? She needs to leave that man. I'm sorry. I just, no. He's not cute, no personality, cheating on her, known him since been with him since 8th grade. She needs to leave him and find somebody else. I'm serious. It's always the ugly dudes that start feeling themselves, right? Didn't Brandy say she cheated on him before in her confessional? I don't think so. I remember in season 1 when her and Stephanie went to that strip club and she was like she was grinding on one of the strippers and then she told him and he was angry. So, but that's not, she wasn't cheating. I mean, well, if he considers that cheating, then maybe, but I don't think that she ever confessed to cheating on him. Because I remember specifically they were going around talking about sex or whatever, and Cameron was like, I feel like you've been with a lot of men. And she was like, no, I've actually only been with one man like my whole entire life, and that's my husband. And they were just like, really? And she's like, yeah, we've known each other since 8th grade. Do you think Nene can revamp her career? I don't think so. I mean, nothing's impossible, but I just feel like she's burned so many bridges. Calling Andy Cohen, who is very powerful, calling that man, saying that he's on drugs, saying that he's a racist. I just don't think that she really has a prayer to make it, because it's like he knows so many people. I'm sure he has let people know, don't you ever hire her for anything. I just feel like her reputation has now been damaged because of this whole thing. I just don't see anybody giving her a gig. Maybe Fox Soul, but I don't see Fox or ABC or NBC knocking on the door again. I don't see it. She's going to need Jesus to intervene, you know? Nene can go to the Peacock Network. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, she went to a strip club. That's what I thought. Listen, contrary, it is curtains. It's curtains for Nene, for real. She did the most. No, listen. Sis, I was not being shady. I was not even being shady. I'm serious. Like, that's the only gig I could see her getting is a Fox Soul gig. I'm serious. Like, that's the only thing I could see her getting. And I mean, I'm sure they make a nice coin. Vivica Fox and them are on there. So I'm sure you can make a nice coin, doing it. But I just don't see her getting I don't see her getting another gig again, to be honest with you. I mean, I don't even think she could get a Fox Soul job either, because I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it for her. Claudia said it best. Nene's a punchline at best now. She is. Nah, Fox Soul with Nene and Claudia, I don't think so. That would never happen. Y'all heard Brandy had to film the reunion from a hotel? What? Why? What's the tea on that? Listen, I hope that she has saved her money. Like, I really hope that she saved her money, because when everything is going out and there's nothing coming in, that can take you right on down to the chow line real quick, okay? It's one thing when you have a gorgeous mansion and 5, 6 luxury cars when the checks are rolling in, but baby, when those checks stop and you still have those same bills, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. All I can say is good luck and God bless. A mess. She got COVID while traveling. Oh, so that's why she's in the hotel for the okay. Yeah, she likes to spend. She should have took lessons from Candy on businesses. Yeah. I will say, if I say nothing else about Candy, Candy is very business minded. I will give her that. Yeah, she played herself. She played herself by being arrogant and toxic. Like there's nothing wrong with being happy for your success and moving up in life, but when you're rude to people, when you act like the money can never go away, then it's a problem. You should always try to operate with, this could go away at any time, and if it does, do I have enough money to live off of? Have I been good to people? Like when you're good to people, you can always expect that you'll never be, I guess, left on your ass, if that makes any sense. Like she probably doesn't have a lot of friends to lean on during this time. She's burned a lot of bridges. Remember, her and Wendy had just made up again, and then she started blasting Wendy and laughing and poking fun at Wendy's medical condition. So now they're on the outs again. Wendy Williams, whether you love her or hate her, she's a very powerful force. She's worth, I think, 65 million dollars. She has been in the game for 30 years. So you really do yourself a disservice when you burn bridges with people who have a lot of power and a lot of stature. And I don't know. Like, I won't be surprised if we hear some stories about how she's having some financial difficulties. Like, you should never really, unless you have billions of dollars, you should never really feel like you just got it made in the shade. You get what I'm saying? You should always have a little bit of that. This could all go away. Like, everybody, for the most part, is one or two disasters away of being asked out. Unless you're Bill Gates or Jeff Bezos, everybody is pretty much one or two disasters, catastrophes, paychecks away from being on their ass. So, no, you should never get too arrogant. Like it could never happen to you. I'm not even trying to preach, but I'm just saying, like, she really messed herself up with that attitude. I mean, like, season one Nene is gone. Like, she's just been so arrogant for a long time. It's very sad. Listen, pretty sure Trump checks bounce. They sure do. Yeah, she's not. Yeah, I mean, she came on our screens pretending. She came on our screen season one pretending. She came on our screens with Joyce Leslie t-shirts, an off-season, off-white Prada bag that she got at the outlet store, and that's no shade. But we saw season one Nene. We remember how after season one wrapped, her house, they were evicted from it. We found out that Greg was not a real estate developer. And we found out that he was asking Dwight for $500 and their Range Rover got repossessed in the Home Depot parking lot. A mess. And she's really forgotten how she was on, our screen seasons 1 and 2. Cuz season 3 she had finally started making some money, making some good money, and she started, really feeling herself. She made the show. Oh, I will never deny that she made the show for sure, but her attitude was a lot better in the earlier seasons. You know what I'm saying? Oh, our song, Wendy can spend Nene's money in a month. Oh, she can spend Nene's money 10 times over. I'm not surprised, Jelly Bean, about Portia and Dennis still messing with each other. I'm not surprised. I feel like their whole storyline of um breaking up, I think it's all fake. Oh my gosh, when you don't have enough money, retirement money in the north, you move to the south. When you don't have enough retirement money in the south, you move to Guatemala. I am screaming. That was good. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, that was good. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to use that one day. Mm, I can't stop laughing. That was good. That was really good. Oh my god, my eyes are like watering. Oh my gosh. That was really funny. Oh my gosh. Nene can find a job with Telemundo. I'm screaming. Oh my goodness. No, that was really funny. Thank you for that. That was good. That was good. If you give me shelter, if you see me using that, I promise I will give you credit. I'll be like, "Oh, I got that from Give Me Shelter." They were in my live. They were in my live a few days ago, and I could not stop laughing. So no, that was a gem. That was gold. That was everything. But Nene can't even pronounce bridesmaids, so how is she going to pronounce the Spanish words? Oh, I cannot stop laughing. Oh my god, you guys are too funny. Um Again, y'all, I just don't see her ever having a career in TV again. Like we see how she was trying to have that little show at her restaurant. That was a mess. Mm-mm. Mm. If you live in Atlanta, is her restaurant even open? Like, have you guys been? I know that it's in Duluth, and I know that Duluth is 40 minutes outside. Oh, I'm a she with strong energy. Okay, thank you, Give Me Shelter. Yeah, she owned it's like a lounge, hookah, yeah, it's like a mix of like a lounge and a hookah spot. Yeah, Bravo will never accept her back for real. No, seriously, Chadwick, they're never going to. Oh, it's not open? But she said it was almost open, like was ready to go like last summer. Like it's already 2021, like we're nearing summertime. Like I'm shocked that it's not open yet. That's very interesting. No Peacock, no Telemundo. Andy's reach is long. Those are all NBC Universal. Ooh. Ooh. Oh wow, that's very true. That's all. Yeah, that's all under the NBC. Yeah, because even the E channel is under NBC too. All her boutiques closed. She is a horrible business. Wait a second. So the clothing store in Atlanta is closed too. I remember that she'd opened one in Miami and in DC. Those two, they're all closed, all three of them. I think she really fumbled, but I wouldn't mind seeing her back on TV. Maybe a scripted show. Nah, I just don't see it. And Andy's reach, like y'all said in the chat, his reach is very long. He is like he is like the hottest thing right now, okay? Like him and Ryan Seacrest are, I mean, Google Andy's net worth. It's a lot. That man has coin, okay? Uh he's going to make sure that Nene feels his wrath. And y'all know that Andy is very petty. So if you think that he's going to let Nene disrespect him the way that she has and live to work another job on TV, y'all got another thing coming. I heard the clothes gave city trends. Yeah. Our coins are longer than Nini's at this point. There are some celebrities where I'm like, oh, I know I have I got a good, yeah, like I got a cute 750 more. I got a cute that like I'm like, okay, like if I went out to dinner with this celebrity, I would be the one paying for the check. Like I just like, yeah, like, like if I saw, like, if we went out, I'm like, okay, I'm paying for this because like you don't have it. Like there are some celebrities that I know and reality stars that I know I have more money than. Like we all have more money than. Like it's like, girl, don't worry, you obviously don't have it. I got you. Oh, you guys are so sweet. Oh, thank you so much, Rohataki. Did I say your name right? Thank you, thank you. Listen, honey, I was gonna change up my look, okay? James Potts the third. Listen, she cannot act. She cannot act. If you guys are wondering, if you're new to the chat, for some reason on my Mac, right? The live chat isn't showing up. So it's on my phone. So I'm on my phone, looking at the comments that way. So don't think that I'm on my phone, like not paying attention. I'm just trying to talk to y'all. Child, I would be petty for sure. Oh, for sure. Yeah, you sure would be. Listen, don't ever think that you are too good to put in a job application. This is why you save your money so that when these shows decide that they no longer want you on their network, when you make an ass of yourself the way she's done, you can say, F you, I got 20, 50 million in the bank. I don't need you. I'm going to be good. She did not have that money in the bank for her to be saying, no, F you, kiss my ass. Like, she really might have to consider putting in a job application. Her sons are definitely going to need job applications for sure. For sure. Yeah, Beauty in the Eye. They're saying that Lanithia still isn't open. Child, they recruiting off the Instagram. I hope Greg got retirement money saved. Well, Tiara versus TT. I mean, his retirement money is her money because he lives off of her. So that's wishful thinking on your part to think that he has a 401k of his own. Oh, Mr. Hampton, you better preach. Don't burn a bridge if you need to walk back across it. That's a word. That is a word. Child, they better put in an application to Chick-fil-A. So why Lino? Listen, this was a surprise live. This was a surprise. Like I didn't even know if I was gonna go on live tonight. I was like, oh, let me surprise my folks. Lantoinette Booth. Yes, I definitely feel like Portia was pulling a you know who. I refuse to say that woman's name. She's definitely trying to clean up her image after it's been revealed that she messed up, for sure. Listen, but she should have the money though. Who fumbles such a large bag? Arlene. Now you know good and well all these celebrities, especially Black celebrities who have fumbled the bag. Mike Tyson blew through 300 million. We can go down the list of celebrities who have blown the bag. It is not far-fetched to think that a reality star who just got a little something at their big age, okay, could not fumble this money. People get the bag and fumble it every single day. So it would not be far-fetched. We see a lot of these reality stars who are no longer on these shows and they are now broke. Okay? They're doing Uber Eats, DoorDash. So it can happen. Tony Braxton. Like Aretha Franklin said, that's Tony Braxton. That's not me. Wait a second. He's on what? He's on drugs? Really? I mean, the boy don't say two words to anybody. I'm kind of shocked that I don't know, I just kind of really like he always just struck me as like weird, but like oh wow, oh, he's on drugs. But then again, didn't she buy him a house for him and his 5 kids? And he has 5 baby mamas too, right? Ciao. Ciao. Yes, give me shelter. Andy told the housewives a few years back that their employment isn't lifelong. Exactly. He said that many times. Do I have a favorite RHOA reunion? Um Season 4 was really good. Season 1 of their reunion was iconic. Season 4 was a good one. Seasons 5 and 6 those were good reunions. No, I didn't like that one because that was when Portia and Kenya. But season 5 was a good reunion. RHOA has had a lot of good reunion specials. Oh, you watched part of her Binder Time stories. Oh, it's giving Panini pressed. It's giving I still want to be on this show. It's giving those Bravo checks actually weren't so little. That investment portfolio isn't that long. Candace is booked, busy, and blessed, flourishing. She's on that new Netflix show with Loretta Devine and Tia Mowry. She is not worried about that kook with this binder with made up tales, spewing nonsense, trying to stay relevant. She will never address her. I hope Candace never addresses her. I hope that she continues to flourish in this one's face. Yeah, yes, Owami. Yes, he is a deadbeat dad because I remember that two of his baby mamas went on one of the local radio shows in Atlanta to air him out. What? Jelly Bean, how do y'all know this? His baby mamas are crazy and Nene took the house back after he was not keeping it clean and his baby mama put a brick through the window? We're about to be here all night, folks. Y'all have some tea tonight. She put a brick through the window? What? When was this? Oh my gosh. Listen, James Potts III, listen, I want, as much as you might want her to read her, man, let me tell you something. One thing that I have learned. Ignoring is the most hurtful thing you can do. And that's why when some of y'all will ask me, like, when there will be trolls in the comments of my recaps or whatever, or maybe even in a live, but y'all will say, why don't you address people? And even on Twitter, when I would get like haters or whatever, right? People want a reaction out of you. Like, there are people who get off. They get turned on. Like they get hard. Okay. Like they really like they want you to acknowledge them in any shape, way, or form. And when you ignore somebody, you take all of that joy, like you take that joy from them. And that's why I don't really address stupidity. I don't really address hate. Because it's like, well, I'm a flourish in front of your face, and I would never give you my acknowledgement. Like, if you want to argue with me, you're going to have to pay me because I'm not giving you any free press or promotion. Okay. And I don't believe in you making a name off of me by me addressing you and your foolishness. So this is why I feel like it's the best thing you can do is ignore somebody. That's why it's like, even in dating, when you like somebody or whatever, right? And they're not really feeling you. Then once you're off them, you find somebody else, you're ignoring them. Now all of a sudden they want you. Like, ignoring is a powerful thing. And it's damn near seductive. Like, when people want your attention, you won't give it to them. It's more powerful than yelling at somebody or cursing them out, because you acknowledge them. And like that saying goes, the opposite of love is not hate, it's indifference. People would rather you hate them than be indifferent about them. So I'm glad that she's showing that she doesn't care because, oh, I almost said her name, but she wants Candace to acknowledge her, and Candace is going to pay her dust. So, yes, yes, like Alex Rogers always says, free press and promomo. That's right. Exactly. Yes. Yeah. Like when Rihanna was arguing with Tiana Taylor on Twitter years ago, and she said, you will not get free promotion off of me. She sure did. Okay. You better ignore fools. Is giving my husband said I gotta make my own pocket money. Shout out to Coming to America. Oh, Jelly Bean. Oh, absolutely. That portfolio that she was talking about. Yeah, right. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Yeah, the stock market is volatile right now. Yeah, no, it's not heavy. Listen, this is off topic, but SLC showed out for that part two reunion. Oh, they did. Yeah, SLC, they brought it with Mary and her craziness. And that reunion proved that I was right in everything that I was saying when I had done that video, when I had interviewed her uncle who gave me the tea. Everything that he told me, everything that I reported back to y'all in that video was correct. She was not forced to marry him. She wanted to marry him on her own free will. Child. Yeah, when you ignore someone, they don't like it at all. Exactly. Precious. Oh, Wusu. Now that was a read. Well, I try. Oh, Jackie F. Same here. I'm so excited for season 2 of SLC as well. What's the first video you did where you noticed a sudden uptick in views? Oh, it was Potomac season 5. But the first one that I noticed a huge uptick in views, it was the video that I realized that Monique was lying. And I did it was I think if you go on my playlist, if you just go on my old videos, you'll see it. It's Monique Make It Make Sense. That video shot up to 7,000 views on the first day, and it's now at like 11,000 or 12,000 if I'm not mistaken. But that was when I realized, like, okay, people are watching me. And I had 1,500 subscribers when I did that Monique Make It Make Sense video. And I was like, oh damn. I was like, okay. I was like, all right. It's like, okay, here we go. Potomac is definitely that. It's that girl. Like y'all really like my commentary on Potomac, okay? Like we can just put it out there because the views were crazy for my Potomac season 5. Like y'all showed up and showed out. Like the final video that I did for the part 3 of the reunion, it's like at over 14,000 views. So like, yeah, y'all like what I got to say about them. I'm excited to see Jen get arrested in those box braids. Well, we're going to see it. We are going to see it. I think I'm going to be eager to see her on the phone with Sharif, knowing that he's lying about him being in the hospital, and her knowing that, oh, the cops are here, because the sources have said that she was already like tipped off that the cops were coming for her. She just didn't know when. There were only few reviewers covering that fight responsibly and critically. I became a fan. Shout out to you. Thank you so much. Give me shelter. Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. Y'all are so sweet. Thank you, Tosh Grant. Thank you. Yes, yes. She lied on her grandma. Go back. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to like promote like all my videos, but if you are curious and you have some time, I did like a 16-minute video because Mary's uncle reached out to me before the season started because he saw my trailer recap video, and he was like, "Look, if you want the truth, give me a call." And so we FaceTime for about an hour, and he told me everything that I wanted and needed to know. Like no question was off limits, and he gave me the tea that this story that she's trying to peddle about it being this arranged marriage and her having to do this to preserve the legacy and it being in the will that she had to marry him, that was all a lie. And Mary admit to that not being true on the part 2 of this reunion. She admit that there was nothing about it being in the will and how she married him pretty much. I definitely started following you for your commentary on RHOP, Monique Thomas. Thank you so much. Thank you, Monique Thomas. Thank you. I can't wait for them to get rid of Ashley. I never want to see Ashley and Michael on my screen again. I cannot stand them. And I'm really upset that they are still on for this season. I'm like, oh my gosh, like I'm so aggravated. I'm about to wear them out for season 6. I think this new lady's about to give them a run for their money. I think that she's going to bring us something. I already know there's a lot of friction in the group now because of the new girl, Mia Thornton. I think that her and Ashley are on the out. She's with a man who's 33 years older than her, and they have 3 kids together. And they say that she really is like that girl. So I'm excited to see what she brings. And I hope that she gives Ashley the business and the blues every single episode. Oh, wow. That was the first video of you that I watched because that was also my turning point as well. I started to question a lot of her actions too. Oh, thank you so much, Lantonette Booth. That video was definitely a turning point. I remember I got 7,000 views on the first day for that Monique Make It Make Sense video. And I just remember like so many people like, oh my gosh, like, oh my, like this is crazy. Thank you for this. Thank you for pointing out the holes in her story. And yeah, I remember like a big influx. Like I think that video alone like got me to like 2,000 subscribers. So like it was like Potomac that was really just like folks really liked me. Like y'all really liked me. And from there it's been love ever since. I love you guys. Thank you so much, Jackie F. That was a good video. It made me dislike Robert the most, though, especially knowing that he was to the kids. Yeah, that was really sad to hear and to find out. I was a little bit surprised that Andy didn't bring that up, but I think it might have been a little bit too dark to bring up those kind of allegations. But I believed every word that the uncle said about everything. Oh, Michael is so gross and Karen is so fake. Listen, Jelly Bean, is Mary Cosby's money funny? I have not heard anything about her having funny money. I think that her money is actually really long. She has, I think, 6 or 7 houses. Like they are doing well financially because remember, the grandmother left 15 to $20 million inheritance. And I mean, you can blow through that. That's not like money that, you can just spend, nothing else is coming in. But, 15 to $20 million, that's a great nest egg to say the least. And also they owned several businesses. They owned like 3 restaurants. They owned a daycare. They owned an arcade. I don't know if all those businesses are still there. And Mary didn't really answer. I don't know. Andy didn't ask her that at the reunion. But if she has any of those businesses left, then I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's still generating a hefty income. But I think that Mary's money is like pretty good, I guess. I think that I don't know that, no, they don't rent out their other homes, but I know that she would receive a lot of money if she sold any of those properties. So to make a long story short, I feel like it would take a while for Mary Cosby to be broke or run into financial issues because she does have several properties that are paid off that she could sell if she did need a quick buck. So no, in other words, no, I don't think that her money is funny. But I mean, we don't know. We never know. We might hear season 3 that she's broke and that, it's a hot mess. But I think that her money is actually long. Mary needs to get out her closet. Yeah. She's in there a lot. I remember that you were a stan too. That's how I knew your commentary was real. Jackie F. Yes. Yes. If y'all know that, because of old girl getting everybody to believe that Candace started the fight before the season started, I was still on her side. So I came into season 5 thinking that I was going to be against Candace. And then when the episodes kept going on, I said, hold up, this doesn't make any sense. And you guys see, if you go back to my recaps, you see my wheels are starting to turn. And it's like, hold up, she's lying. Monique, make it make sense. Then you guys realize that I realized, like, oh, she lied about this whole thing. Oh, she played me for a fool. And y'all know I don't like being played for a fool. And then when the fight episode aired, that recap, I mean, I was livid. Like, I didn't even like greet you guys like with a smile. I was like in the chair. I'm pissed. And I'm like, come closer. Like, I'm like doing this, to the camera. And I'm like, I'm done with you. Like, I'm done. Like, I'm over. Like, you're a sicko. Never want to see you again. No, like, you guys can go back to those videos. I was pissed. So because of that, I'm no longer like standing for anybody. Cause it's like, when you do, they break your heart. Okay. Like, that was just such an emotional season for so many reasons, but oh my goodness. Miss B, I'm done with Karen. Okay. Done. I'm so done with her. And to see biased YouTubers. Listen. Yes. Listen, going on live, she was really tripping herself up. And I was like, she should have kept quiet. Oh, I am Jelly Bean. I am just so over Karen Huger. Cannot stand her. I mean, I'm just so livid. It makes me wonder, like, did Monique give you and Ray some money to move back to Potomac? Like, why are you riding hard for her when she's dead wrong? Like, I was just so sick. Yeah, they hated her so much. They were actually defending Michael. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was crazy. Never want to see Trashley ever again. Contrary girl, listen. The way I can't stand Ashley. Oh my god. I mean, that woman is that woman is just so, I don't even know the words. Like, that she's just so vile. Like, and it's so crazy how fans like to pick and choose who they give a pass to. If we're going by that logic, and how many times did I say this, guys, in my recaps? If we are going by that logic that it's talk ish, get hit, then why wasn't she hit when she called old girl an alcoholic? Season 3. Okay. And it's just so funny to me that she has been able to get away with murder for 5 seasons, and people just like to act like, oh, well, that's just her. But Candace defends herself, and it's an issue. Stop it. I just want to let you know now, if you are a fan of Ashley, season 6 is gonna be real rough for you. You all know me. I don't beg for folks. I love you all, but I'm not a beggar. So I always start those videos with, hey, if you like so and so, you might want to click off my page because I'm about to go in. I keep it real with y'all, okay? So it's gonna be real rough if you are an Ashley fan come season 6, to say the least. Yes, 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 yes. You watch my Ashley Darby's Reckless Mouth and Double Standards on RHOP. Yes. She's awful. Ashley's really awful. I just really hate all that trying to be neutral. Karen was not neutral at all. Yeah, she is Essence Warren. Yeah, she is she believes in all those theories like 5G is what caused the pandemic, all that. You can't make this up, child. Oh, I blunted with Beezy. I 100% agree. I definitely have always felt that she's a colorist, and I feel that her husband does have a problem with Black women. Yes. Yes. Uh-huh. And for them to skirt past Michael's issues and what he was doing, I mean, he showed his entire ass at Robin and Juan's engagement party at that finale. That was crazy. Our song, yes, just like Miss Carrie, baby. Mm-hmm. Oh, thank you so much, Chadwick. Thank you. Child. If Michael Darby were a Black man, if he were, if he had some melanin in his skin and he was doing the same stuff that he's doing now, he would have been in jail, and they would have been off of the show seasons ago. They actually would have kicked him off season 1 when he did that butt grab. And then to find out that Bravo was sitting on footage of him grabbing another producer's butt season 1 at Sharice's 50th birthday party, but didn't release it until now. Like, why are you protecting this man? I'm just not understanding. Had this been a Black man doing this, stop it. They would have had 5011 lawsuits against him. Him and the wife would have been kicked off of the show. Like, please. Oh, thank you so much, Monique Thomas. Thank you. You were spot on about Contessa on your last Married to Medicine review also. Thank you. Yeah, I just feel like there's just something off, and I don't believe that they're having issues. Like, it's just giving me very forced and very fake for a storyline to stay on the show. And Married to Medicine really needs to get it together because all of their storylines are weak. Listen, child, contrary, canary, say this again, please. Michael Darby needs to be kicked off the show for his behavior. Like, I just don't understand how this man how they're still on this show and he's carrying on the way he carries on. That's crazy to me. Listen. Exactly, because Bravo has been embarrassing the Black husbands. Exactly. Had he been a Black man, he would have been off. Like, I just don't understand, like, why they keep letting her and him get pass after pass after pass. I don't understand it. They don't bring anything to the show except aggravation. So I don't know why Andy's so pressed to have her still be on the cast. They're not interesting at all. They're not. Brianna B, they are not interesting. Oh, Kimberly Wynn, yes, they are. Yep, her and Portia are one and the same. Keep your hands off of folks. Thank you. I'm like beyond annoyed that he's still on the show. Remember when Mariah and Toya fought? That fight was similar to, oh, you think it was similar? The hair flip and the drink. For some reason, I feel like what happened on Potomac was even worse than that, to be honest with you. Like that was, I think you know why Potomac felt so just felt so awful, because it was the fact that the season got pushed back because of the pandemic. Bravo wanted to make sure that they had enough programming to last the rest of 2020. But it was the fact that not only they pushed it back, so she dominated the news cycle for an entire year and had everybody believing that Candace started the fight. She had everybody believing that Candace threw a drink at her first and she was defending herself. And we saw with our own eyes 10 months later that that's not what happened at all. Like, I think that was the reason why I feel like this fight was so bad, because it was like, had she just kept her mouth shut and let the fight play out, then maybe more of us would have been on her side. Like, well, okay, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I still feel like I wouldn't have been on her side. I would have been on Candace's side still, because I don't condone you putting your hands on somebody just because they said something that you don't like. So I don't. You know what, y'all? I get tired even thinking about season 5 of Potomac. So let's just not. But I just feel like she dominated the headlines and she spun everything in her favor to make Candace look like the bad guy for an entire year. And we saw with our own eyes that that's not how it happened at all, and that she lied about everything. Child. Candace is smaller. I think she's little. She's like 5'1", 5'2". 5 men to pull her off, but yet she had to defend herself. Defend yourself from what? Just like Portia and them denying that the hot not thinking that production caught everything. I'm screaming. Monique Thomas, if would have admitted that she took it too far and apologized, she would have still been on the show. Yeah, I mean, and like a genuine apology, had she not turned everybody, against Candace for a full year prior to the season even airing, it would have fared a little better for her. But to just flat out lie and say that things occurred that didn't happen, and then to have your fan base blame and just berate and be really nasty to Candace for an entire year like that, and not have any remorse about it, like that's insane to me. Jelly Bean, I wonder why Heavenly doesn't want us to see more of her marriage. Something is not right about her and Daddy. I have always felt that there is something not quite right. I mean, their whole dynamic, like she's always calling him daddy and he calls her buddy. Like, why isn't he calling her like sweetie or like honey or love? Like, to call her buddy, like I just there's just a lot with Heavenly. I think that Heavenly is a pick me. She really places a lot of importance on having a man. And that comment that she made in this past episode about Quad, like, oh, I feel sorry for the girl because she don't have a man, she don't have a husband. And it's like, well, sis, you sound like a fool. Like, married, not married, in a relationship, dating, whatever your status is, you have to know that a man can decide to leave you at any time. Like, a man's feelings can change about you at the drop of a hat. And to put your stock in having a man, you can have a man one day and he's gone the next. Okay. You're the flavor of the week. And then the next day in the next week, he's on to somebody else. So you should never feel like, oh, I have a man and you don't. And it's like, sis, like, you might be right back with the rest, with the singles tomorrow. So for her to act like having a man is the end all be all, it's really sad. And I think that there is something wrong in their marriage. I wouldn't be surprised if there is some infidelity. And she has said it herself that if he did cheat on her, she wouldn't leave, she would stay because it's in a man's nature. I don't agree with that BS whatsoever. I don't play that. If you're going to cheat, I'm out. Shout out to everybody. I had fun, in the words of MC Deborah. But with Heavenly, it's a lot of mess, and I'm really waiting for her card to be pulled because she can't keep hiding forever. And that's all I'm going to say about her and Daddy. What happened? What am I missing in the chat? Do we know how many parts the RHOA reunion is going to have? I hope three. I mean, it should really be like two because not a lot happened this season. Like, this season was so dreadful. It could really be wrapped up in like one 90-minute episode, to be very honest with you. Daddy has girlfriends. Casey Johnson, I would not be surprised. Chow. Contrary Canary, you know you wrong. I'm screaming, okay? Yes, she is. She is the ugly duckling who got chose by a man that had a bright future ahead of him. You hit the nail on the head. She definitely has that because I know that her mom used to like compare her and her sister, and like her self-esteem is like shot. So I think that it really means a lot to her to have a man. I don't think that she ever thought that she would get married because she viewed herself as the ugly girl. So I think that it really does mean a lot to her that she has a man. I also wouldn't be surprised since they got married when she was like 20, 21. She is like he the only man she's ever been with? Because I get that impression that Damon is the only man that she's ever been with. I don't know about how I feel. People calling their husband daddy. Lantonat Booth, I mean, I don't have a problem with it, but it's like he need to be calling you something cute and sexy too. It can't be I'm calling you daddy and you call me buddy. I don't think so. Yeah, I get so tired of her calling him daddy. I roll to the sky. Definitely a pick me. She's just like Phaedra. And where is Apollo? Exactly. She bragged, and then what happened? Heavenly, be careful. Yeah, she puts him on a pedestal. It's sick. Daddy said if Heavenly cheated, he wouldn't stay at the reunion when Quad exposed Greg. Oh, I'm sure he wouldn't because they have that dynamic where it's like, well, he can cheat because he's a man, but she's a woman, so she has to stay faithful to me. So I definitely see that. Yeah, Monique Thomas. I don't think that her marriage is as good as she implies as well. Brianna B. Brooke, don't get soft on Giselle next season. I mean, I know I won't. I'm not letting up on anyone. I'm going to continue to tell the truth and let whoever needs to have it, have it. Period. Yeah, let my significant other call me buddy, okay? It's crazy. Yeah, she did admit that she trapped daddy. Yeah, she admit that she was already pregnant before they had gotten married. Yes. And she made a joke about it on like the season 6 reunion that she had trapped him. What do you think about Simone? I don't care for Simone. I think that her attitude can be very nasty. It's very off-putting. She's always screaming about something. I find her to be very immature. I don't like how I really don't like how she's dragging this whole thing out. Well, her and Jackie are dragging this whole friendship. Are they going to say friends or not? They're just dragging that out. I was happy that they made up, but Simone seems like she enjoys being mad. Like she enjoys like being in that headspace, like being negative. So I've never been a fan of Simone. I can't get with her. I just can't. Damon is waiting till Laura turns 18 to leave. I feel like Damon and Heavenly have like the same dynamic as Jackie Christie and Doug Christie from Basketball Wives. Like he wants to leave, but he knows that she's crazier than a soup sandwich and will kill them both. I knew Jackie was certifiable when I found out about how when her kids were little, she and Doug lived in the house next door, and the kids lived with the nanny in the house next door to them because she wanted Doug's attention all to herself. Like that is craziness. Okay, she's not playing with a full deck at all. Jackie and Simone are not friends now. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised to hear this. Jackie is sick. Yeah, that's such a good comparison. Oh, one of you guys asked me about Latoya. Do I like Latoya? Latoya, I thought Latoya was going to bring something to Atlanta, and she can go. This needs to be her last season, one and done, to be honest with you. She didn't bring much. She didn't bring anything, really. Apparently, Jackie got into a fight with a referee. Yeah, I mean, she used to go to every single home. She used to go to every single game of his to make sure that he would not talk to another woman. Like he couldn't even say hi to like the concierge at a hotel if it was a woman. Like how sick is that? Like how crazy, that's insane. Like that's insanity. That is insanity. It's a mess. You guys, I like this tea. Like we've been on here like chopping it up. My tea is officially cold. I'm drinking cold. It was hot. It was piping hot, and now it's cold ginger and turmeric tea. Time flies when you're having fun, right? We have a good time. We have a really good time on here. How do I feel about Marlo? I never was a fan of Marlo's. I always thought that she had a very like nasty attitude. She's somebody, she feels that she has something to prove. The constant name dropping, the constant the bragging, um it's very off-putting when every other sentence out your mouth is Neiman Marcus. It's a problem. Don't get me wrong. I love, like, that's my favorite store in the world, but that shouldn't be a part of your daily conversation with anyone. Like it just shouldn't be. Like she has made being in designer a personality. Like that's her, like that's literally just her. Like she can't exist without designer pieces. And I just find her attitude to be nasty. It's kind of awkward because the way she kept bringing up that dinner with Big Frida in New Orleans in this past episode when they were at the tasting, it was like, shut the F up. Why are you bringing this up in front of mixed company? Like it's just she has very weird behavior to be so, I don't know, to be so hoity-toity, like she tries to tout herself up to be what she's not. She really has some very strange behaviors. I've never been able to get into Marlo. Like she has her moments when she seems okay, but overall, I can't get with her. She just seems very nasty, and she will do anything to keep this Bravo check coming in. Some people like Latoya because she was letting Drew have it. I mean, yeah, I don't like Drew. And then finding out from you guys that Drew auditioned to be on the show 3 times, I was like, oh my gosh. Talk about some desperation, honey. Yeah, Tosh Grant. I tried liking Drew in the beginning, but she's sneaky and can't hold water. Yeah, same here. How do you think Drew is going to explain the antics with the Prophet storyline at this reunion? I'm really curious to see how that goes too. I honestly feel like these ladies are going to be dragging her for filth. I don't think that she's going to be ready. I think we're going to see a very unprepared Drew when it comes to trying to take accountability for her actions this season. I don't think she's ready for what is in store for her. I feel like she only wants to befriend Kenya because Nene is not on the show, doesn't want to feel left out. Yeah, I can see that. I definitely see that. I think that she needs an alliance. She needs a lifeline to stay a friend to the show because if she's not friends with anybody on the cast, then there's no purpose for her to come back in any capacity for season 14. And Marlo's the highest paid friend of the show for any franchise. Like she gets paid. I saw $275,000 for being a friend of the show. So that's a really nice piece of change. If you're not going to be a full-time cast member. So I think that she definitely does not want to lose this check and the perks that do come with it, because a lot of people do consider Marlo to be like a full-time, full-fledged cast member, to be honest with you. Like she does interviews. We see her getting her own confessionals now. So yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised that she is trying to latch on to anybody for this check. Hey, it's Latasha. I hope you're having a lovely Friday Eve as well. Yeah, he couldn't. Yeah, Rachel Young. Doug couldn't give interviews with female sports reporters. I just don't understand why he didn't put his foot down and just let her know that he was not going to sit up here and have her tail him around. But you know what? Doug looks a little crazy himself too. So it's two peas in a pod, child. And I guess he's like almost 30 years in. He's saying, look, I'm not going to go anywhere. If I go anywhere, she'll kill us both dead. So might as well just stick it out. I think I don't know. I don't know about Tanya still being in hiding. I mean, I know she's on IG like still posting, but she did not come to the reunion to address anything. So I definitely believe that everything that they said happened, okay? Because Tanya just fleeing and leaving the scene of the crime in the dead of night and just quitting the show abruptly, something definitely went down. Yeah, I feel the same way about Shamia as well, D Movie Man. I call Drew the patriarchy princess. Yeah, she is. It's like a mini Dr. Heavenly going on. Do you see Marlo getting a peach on RHOA? I don't think so. I don't think so. I think that Andy is going to hold that grudge against her until the end of time, to be honest with you. I don't see her ever getting a peach. And then with her antics this season, I don't know. I just don't see it happening. James Potts the third. I know you gave up on Basketball Wives, but did you listen to OG's last recording? I did. I didn't listen to the whole thing, but I listened to like a good 10-15 minutes of it. And props to OG for getting the truth out. I still get really angry every time I think about this show. It's just so crazy, and it's really shameful and disgusting how Evelyn has been able to get away with her evilness for years, pretty much a decade of being on reality TV. It's sickening, to be honest with you. I'm praying that this was the final season of Basketball Wives. They don't ever need to come back on our screens ever again. Just awful. Like just something that's a sick woman to say the least. I know. I think that's why Shamia is caping for Portia. Without Portia, she's not on the show. Well, that's funny that you should say that because on Candy's latest speak on it, Don Juan and Carmen revealed that Candy is the one who brought Miss Shamia on the show. Portia did not bring her best friend of years on the show. Isn't that crazy? I know, right? Who would have thought that? So Candy is the reason why Shamia is actually on this show in any capacity. I know. I just feel like if you had a best friend who just loves you so much, wouldn't they be the ones to bring you on to this great opportunity? I'm just saying. And I just always had that side eye for Portia when when Shamia was getting married again, and it was going to be the ceremony was being held in Africa, and Portia didn't want to go, and she made up some lame excuse of why she couldn't go, and it was like, this is your best friend getting married, and you're not going to her wedding, like, and you have the money. It's money is not an issue. Time isn't an issue. Bravo would have filmed you going. So it's just really pathetic that she would not go to her best friend's wedding. But the way Shamia still capes for her, it's very bizarre. Shamia has been very annoying this season. Let's be honest. They are best friends because they both know where the bodies are buried. It's more strategic to be friends than not. Oh, I could see that. Yeah, like a friendship of convenience. It's not really based on like a love or a mutual respect. It's based on secrets. I can definitely see that. Y'all, can I tell you? I thought I was just gonna pop on here for like a cute 45 minutes, an hour tops. I had no idea we were gonna chop it up for over 2 hours, honey. I'm going to go live more, okay? I promise. I know I always say this all the time, but I'm going to be going live like once a week. But I say all that to say I'm gonna be wrapping this live up in a few minutes. I don't want to hold you guys. We've been on for a long time, and you guys have to, get ready for the day. It's getting late. But thank you all for just like rocking with me. I had a really great time. I hope you guys had a good time. This week was like super crazy. Last week was super crazy because I wanted to go live last week too. But I promise you guys, I'm going to start going live at least once a week. We'll talk about the hot topics and everything that's going on. If you guys have any topics that you guys want to talk about, you can always drop it down in the community tabs when I post stuff, or if you follow me on Twitter or something, you can always just hit me like, oh, hey, like, can you talk about this or XYZ? But I hope you all enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this. You guys are amazing. I love you all. I never want to get off of this. I always feel like so sad every time like I end a live. Like, isn't that silly? Like I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't want to get off. But like, y'all are the best. Thank you so much. I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoyed this, but I'm going to let you all go. We'll meet again. I got you. I love you all. Okay, I love you all so much. Have a wonderful, wonderful night. Okay. Until next time. Thank you all for rocking with me. You guys are the best. Like, y'all are amazing. I love you. Have a wonderful night. Okay. And we'll do this again next week. I got you. Next week, we here. I got you, okay? I love you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful night, okay? Bye, y'all. Love y'all. I know I don't want to get off of this. I always do this every single time. Let me just end it. Let me just end it. Don't make me feel bad. Okay? I always feel so bad. I love you guys. Have a good night.